Chapter 4: Deep Space Secrets and the Whispering Nebula. Inside the Libertonian sanctuary, time seemed to lose its meaning. Rex and Alara spent what felt like days, or perhaps weeks, immersed in a whirlwind of ancient knowledge and profound discoveries. The Libertonians, with their gentle demeanor and luminous eyes, became their guides through their vast living archive. The core of the sanctuary was a massive, pulsating chamber where the rhythmic heartbeat signal originated. It was a nexus of energy and information, connecting all parts of the structure. Around it, holographic projections shimmered, displaying not just images, but entire historical narratives, philosophical debates, and scientific breakthroughs in a way that bypassed language barriers, imprinting directly onto their minds with stunning clarity. The Council, fearing the truth, severed us from the galactic consciousness. A Libertonian, whom Rex mentally began to call Whisper due to his gentle communication style, conveyed one day. They manipulated the flow of information, replacing authentic historical records with distorted narratives. The regulation wars were their grandest deception. Rex watched a holographic recreation of what truly happened. It was horrifying. The Libertonians, not aggressive, but trying to share advanced energy technology for peaceful purposes, were ambushed. Their cities, filled with scholars and artists, burned under the assault of the very species who would later form the Galactic Council. The Libertonians fought with non-lethal shields and sonic deterrents, desperately trying to protect their archives and escape, not to conquer. "They just wanted to wipe you out," Alara whispered, her face pale as she witnessed the destruction, "to erase your existence from history." "Indeed," Whisper conveyed, his thoughts tinged with ancient sorrow. "They feared our philosophy of absolute truth, for it would undermine their nascent power structures, built on secrecy and controlled information. They sought to establish a dominion where truth was a commodity, controlled by the select few. They learned about the Libertonians' Great Scattering, a desperate act of preservation where they fragmented their entire historical archive, the Veritas Protocol, into countless data chips and scattered them across the galaxy. Each fragment contained a piece of their true story, encoded with their unique musical language, designed to be unlocked only by those who truly resonated with their ancient wisdom or by sheer accident. The chip Rex carried was one such fragment, a key to understanding the larger puzzle. "So the Federation only found one piece of the puzzle," Rex mused aloud, "and the Council wants it all buried. They hunt the fragments relentlessly," Whisper confirmed. "Every piece recovered by the Council is either destroyed or re-encoded with their false narrative. They cannot allow the full Veritas Protocol to be reassembled, for it would expose their foundational lie and shatter the illusion of their legitimacy." Rex and Alara spent more time learning about the Council's history, their internal workings, and the various factions within it. The Council wasn't a monolithic entity. It was a complex web of alliances, rivalries, and hidden agendas. Some species genuinely believed the propaganda about the Libertonians. Others were simply opportunistic, and a few, like the Federation agents who had contacted Alara, harbored doubts and sought the truth. One afternoon, Whisper led them to a chamber filled with ancient Libertonian artifacts. Among them were strange musical instruments that seemed to resonate with the very air, and delicate holographic projectors displaying abstract art. "We believe," Whisper conveyed, indicating a large, crystal-like device, "that this artifact holds the key to locating the remaining fragments of the Veritas Protocol. It can detect the unique energy signature of each fragment, but it requires a pure, unobstructed energy source to function at its full capacity." "Pure energy source," Rex repeated, his brows furrowed. "Like what? A star? A singularity?" "Something even more fundamental," Whisper replied. "The raw, unfiltered energy of a newly born star, before its light has been tainted by the complexities of the galaxy. A stellar nursery, perhaps." Alara's eyes lit up. "A protostar, a pre-main sequence star, that's incredibly rare to find, and even rarer to approach safely." "Indeed," Whisper confirmed. "But such an energy source would allow this device to pinpoint the locations of all remaining Veritas fragments across the vastness of space. It would be a blueprint to the truth." Rex grimaced. "So, another dangerous road trip then. Great. Just when I thought I was getting good at hiding." "The path to truth is never easy, Captain," Whisper conveyed, a gentle empathy in his thoughts. "But you possess courage and a connection to ancient human wisdom that resonates with our own. You are uniquely suited for this task. Days turned into more days. Rex, despite his gruff exterior, found himself drawn to the Libertonians' peaceful way of life. He even spent time listening to their complex, melodic songs, which were actually intricate knowledge transfers. He learned about their advanced technology, their ability to manipulate energy on a fundamental level, and their deep respect for all forms of life. He even started to appreciate the nuances of their click-clack music, realizing it wasn't just noise, but a structured form of communication. Alara, on the other hand, was in her element. She devoured every piece of scientific and historical data the Libertonians offered. She learned about their propulsion systems, their cloaking technology, and their unique biological adaptations. She was constantly analyzing, questioning, and absorbing. One morning, Whisper conveyed a new set of coordinates to Rex and Alara. We have identified a stellar nursery, a suitable protostar, within reach of your vessel. It is located in the uncharted Veil Nebula, a region known for its intense energy fluctuations and unpredictable stellar phenomena. The Veil Nebula, Rex muttered, checking his star charts. That's even deeper into uncharted territory. And a protostar, that means intense radiation and gravitational instabilities. The path is perilous, Captain, but the truth awaits you there, Whisper conveyed. We have prepared a small temporary shield enhancement for your vessel. It will offer some protection against the nebula's radiation, but it is not infallible. Your skill as a pilot will be paramount. Rex looked at Alara. She nodded, her expression grim but determined. We're ready, Captain. We have to do this. All right, Rex said, a sigh escaping him. Looks like my peaceful space trucker days are officially over. Now I'm a truth seeker braving cosmic nurseries. They prepared the Galactic Wanderer for the next leg of their journey. The Libertonians installed the temporary shield enhancement, a shimmering, almost invisible field that wrapped around the ship. Before they departed, Whisper offered a final thought. Be wary, Captain. The Council's reach is long. They may have sent agents to intercept any potential threats to their narrative. Trust your instincts, and remember the true song of the universe. Rex didn't fully understand the last part, but he nodded. He had a good feeling about his instincts, and his instincts were telling him this journey was going to be a wild ride. As the Galactic Wanderer ascended from the Libertonian sanctuary, the massive structure shimmered once more, cloaking itself from view, returning to its silent, watchful vigil within the nebula. Rex took a deep breath, settling into the familiar hum of his ship. The journey to the Veil Nebula was a different kind of challenge. Unlike the gentle, guiding heartbeat of the Libertonian sanctuary, the Veil Nebula was a chaotic symphony of stellar birth and death. Nebulous clouds pulsed with raw, untamed energy, and nascent stars flared with blinding intensity. Rex had to navigate through fields of newly forming asteroids, dodging streams of highly charged plasma, and bypassing gravitational anomalies that threatened to pull the Galactic Wanderer off course. His years of experience as a space trucker, honed by countless hazardous cargo runs, were put to the ultimate test. Alara, meanwhile, monitored their sensors, constantly feeding Rex data on radiation levels, gravitational fluctuations, and potential hazards. Her scientific knowledge was invaluable, helping him predict and avoid dangers that would have overwhelmed a lesser pilot. Radiation levels are spiking, Captain, Alara called out, her voice strained, approaching critical thresholds. Hold on, Alara. Rex gritted his teeth, pushing the Galactic Wanderer through a narrow gap between two colossal gas clouds. The temporary Libertonian shield shimmered and pulsed, absorbing much of the radiation, but a faint heat permeated the cockpit. Suddenly, a massive burst of energy erupted from a nearby protostar, sending a wave of raw plasma hurtling towards them. Brace for impact, Alara yelled. Rex slammed his hand on the evasive thrusters, sending the ship into a sharp, dizzying spin. The plasma wave grazed their shields, causing the Galactic Wanderer to shudder violently. Alarms blared, and lights flickered in the cockpit. Damage report, Rex demanded, steadying the ship. Shields are down to 20%, Alara reported, her voice shaky. Minor hull breaches on the starboard side, and Captain, I'm detecting another ship signature. It's small, but very fast, and it's heading straight for the protostar. Rex's eyes narrowed. Another ship in this uncharted, dangerous region. Coincidence? Not likely. Someone else knows about this protostar, he muttered. Someone from the Council, perhaps, or someone who wants to stop us. He watched the rogue ship on his display. It was sleek, predatory, and clearly designed for speed. It was heading directly for the protostar, seemingly unfazed by the intense energies of the nebula. They're going for the energy source, Elara realized. They want to use it to activate their own version of the Libertonian artifact, or maybe to destroy it. Not on my watch, Rex snarled. He pushed the Galactic Wanderer to its maximum speed, ignoring the creaking sounds from the hull and the flickering lights. They had to get to the protostar first. The truth depended on it. The race was on. Two ships, one old and sturdy, the other sleek and unknown, hurtling towards a volatile newly born star, each driven by a different purpose. One seeking to uncover a forgotten truth, the other to keep it buried forever.